appreciating all the cool stuff.
Yeah, I was just looking around
there's a lot to look at.
There's a ton.
Dude, man, I wish you were my kid's uncle. Have a lot of fun.
Those kids are a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, I'm not really uncle-in-law, but
Yeah.
nothing direct. So.
Nice. All right, cool. We should dive in since we're late, right?
Take your time. Take whatever you need. So.
Yeah, we're already going, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Always going.
Cool.
Brought to you by
All I said was make me look pretty. That's it.
And look how great you look. We light you up very well.
We gotta do a podcast selfie, correct?
Yeah,
This is-
absolutely.
Have to.
We're like live on the. And then this one's my favorite. Before I forget,
On the screen.
that one's good. All right, cool. Let's jump in.
Cool.
I am rolling whenever you're ready.
Cool. So Nick, you how long did it take you to get down here today, dude? You came from like Nyack, New York, or something?
North Jersey, like hour and a half ish. Parkway,
Cool.
Always good times.
It gets a little congested, right? Where do you live?
Originally from Montville, New Jersey, but I'm in Pompton Plains right now. Bought my house 5-ish years ago.
Nice.
And that's like kind of where real estate started, actually, when I bought my house.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So bought my house. My best friend since I was a child is a realtor as well for EXP. He was coming over with his girlfriend, now wife at the time, and they're both realtors. They're both with EXP, and he's like, "Hey, like, why don't you do this?" Like, I was at the time I was door dashing, doing some other things to make side money, just to keep things going. I had a full-time job. He's like, "You're a people person. Like, why are you not doing this? This is no time commitment. You do what you want. There's endless possibilities." And I was like, okay. We're watching the Jets. They're losing. We dive more into real estate and what it takes. And he's like, pass your tests, and then sky's the limit. Took me 2 times to pass the test because
Right.
everyone fails the first time.
For sure.
The course to the test is nothing like what it is. And then hopped on with EXP. Was the first brokerage I ever. I mean, obviously I knew KW, all the other ones, but Jake Handler, obviously my close friend, was like, "You got to hop on." Did that, and it's kind of just been a journey since.
Okay, cool. So at that time, you were doing real estate part-time?
Yeah,
Like,
so
what? Can you walk me through that?
Yeah. My first probably 3-ish years in the business, full part-time.
Yeah.
I had a full-time job. I was at a advertising agency that was based out of Texas. That was my 9 to 5. Real estate took over 5 to whenever. It worked out well because the clients I had at the time were all, professionals. Everything was going to be 5 after, so it didn't matter that I worked full-time. No one even knew that I had a full-time job because everyone thought I was so in real estate full-time because of the amount of back-end work I did to make sure I was prepped for appointments and all those good things. So yeah, the first 3.5 years were just part-time. I was closing deals. I think my first year I did like a little over $3.5 million in sales. Year 2 was like 6, and year 3 or 4 was now 8 or 9. So I've been growing, but it wasn't growing as quickly as I wanted it to go. Turns out later in this year, or what was it, 2024, 2025, my advertising agency lost a client. When you lose clients in advertising agencies, people are the first thing to go.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my job April of 2025. On a Friday, out of the blue, my first call was my wife, and I was like, "Hey, just lost my job. They lost business. They've cut 10 people." She was like, "Okay, that's fine. Like, take a minute." And then my next call was Chris and you, being like, "Hey, I'm full board. Like, no more part-time." I was doing deals with you guys. I had good sphere business. And then Chris was just like, "Yeah, like, let's do it." You were like, "Hey, whatever you need. I've been through this." And ever since then, going full-time in it, I've dove head in.
How's it been going?
I mean, I just got one under contract accepted yesterday. Getting that under contract, it's allowed me to not only focus more on my business, but actually focus more on family.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? That's important.
Yeah. So
hard, by the way. That's like when I talk to realtors, that's the one thing where they're like, especially successful ones, It's like, how do I balance the, talk to a beach, you know what I mean? Like, it's a struggle, man. Yeah. How do you, you just said you had, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good. No, I have so I have a now 2-year-old who at the time he was a 1-year-old. You know, I work from home, so it's been great. I've always been able to connect with her, but now it's kind of like that I'm full time into it. I know where my time is valued, and I focus on those valued clients that value my time. So I'm not running around like crazy trying to like book appointments. Like if you can make my time work with your schedule as well, you'll see the value that I put into it, which then allows me to play with my daughter more, do fun things with her, spend more time with my wife, relax, like not just be like, oh my God, where's my next deal coming?
Yeah, you just said something. Well, you said a lot of really important stuff, man. Well, first of all, I want to acknowledge, man, lost. So I had a therapist. I had many therapists. We can get into that another time. But I had a client that was the therapist, and she told me like the top 5 stressors are it's like death, divorce, loss of job, moving. You know, so losing a job is extremely stressful, and I'm sure having a 1-year-old at that time didn't help, right?
No, it was like,
because I'll be like, dude, I'll go live under a bridge if I have to. I'll be fine. You know what I mean? But when you provide for someone, so yeah, you did. That was obviously really, really hard. And how do you like shift from that? So you seem like cool, calm. Like I've had conversations with you, and there's an oh shit moment. Like Chris called me. He was like, hey, you should give Nick a call. We love him, and we want to really be there for him. Core member of the group, all those things, right? And and you seemed like. Yeah, can you take me through that? Like, how do you shift through that and stay calm and just kind of like, just because, dude, you can go sideways on that thing, man, right? Like, and you can just like get commission breath real fast, a lot of anxiety, you know. Can you take us through how you walk through that with like grace?
Yeah, it was, shout out to my wife, Thaisa.
Shout out Thaisa.
Yeah. Without her in that first phone call, I mean, my brain immediately, like you said, where's the money coming from? What's next? Oh my God, I have no idea what I'm doing. She works. She's a nurse practitioner. She is amazing. She was like, I got this. I got us.
Nice.
You focus on what you need to do. You focus on your next step. I got us. She plans. She's the planner out of us. I am just the, hey, free will, free spirit. She plans. And without that backbone, I would be what you said. I would be spiraling. I'd be like, where's my next deal? She has been a rock in all this, because even with a 2-year-old and all the house and everything we got going on, she said, find yourself in this. You're great at this. Your clients always refer you, recommend you. You can do this. And that's kind of how I've made it now.
I think that's that's great, man. I think that's one of the most important. Dude, and being like successful and like in family and being a dad and work and all that, like, dude, the partner that you choose to go through life with
100%
is so important. And like, I don't know if you share the same experience, but I just got lucky, man. Like I met, my wife's name is Nicole. Shout out Nicole. She's a nurse. She's a registered nurse. She's
awesome.
an MP, but like, but yeah, man, like without her, you know, I don't think, you know, when you go through those tough times and you have to make decisions and things like that, and like understands what's really important. That's great, man. Cool. So you've been full time doing this for, well, tell me more about your family. Tell me about like, what is.
Yeah. So I have a daughter.
How'd you meet your wife?
Yeah. My wife was my next door neighbor.
Nice.
Which is crazy, back in Pine Brook. We were 16. My grandpa introduced us.
You were 16?
16.
Heck yeah.
We've been together since we were 16. I just turned 33 yesterday.
Wow, happy birthday.
So
that's right. Happy birthday, dude.
Yeah, crazy. We got introduced to my grandpa over a fence, and I was just like, okay, I like this girl.
Wow.
We started talking through summer, high school, college, all together. And then
Did you date through high school and college?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, you were
right after freshman year. Or I believe, right after freshman year, sophomore, junior. And then we went to the same school up in Quinnipiac, in Connecticut, and she got her RN license. I was a health science, wanted to do occupational therapy. Did my first like little semester of occupational therapy and was like, I can't do this. I was like, this is not for me. I'm not the sciencey person. Got my regular bachelor's degree. Went to Felician for a master's degree, like got an MBA. Which has helped me with business and understanding balance sheets, structure, time management, time blocking. But then, I did the whole corporate thing. Like I said, Jake was like, why are you not doing real estate? You love hanging out with people. You love people, like you're a people person. You want to help others. And real estate, you can make there's no end to it.
Yeah.
As much
we have a private plane, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Private plane, boat, yacht, little condo in Greece, all those good things.
100%, dude.
There's that would be great. There's no cap. As much work as you want to put into this, as much as you're going to get back. And I am a go-getter. I'm not going to stop. There was a quote. I used to watch real estate shows all the time. Bravo, all the junk TV, $1 Million Listing, Oppenheim Group, all those things.
Same.
Ryan Serhant's quote of expanding always and always has always stuck with me as something that there's no limitation. In real estate, there is no limitation. It's what has driven me to be like, hey, I can be the top realtor as much as I want to be and still be a great husband, still be a great dad. Neither of those needs to suffer in chasing goals.
Wow. Yeah. You said a lot again, man. That's good. That's really good. So you say you're a go-getter and all these things. That's cool too. I think you have a very, I think one of the reasons why, and I reserve the right to be wrong, but I think, I'm not putting words in your mouth, but I think you have a very entrepreneurial spirit. And I think that's the word that I would use, right? Is I think you have that, man. So in order to like for the job to not work out and be able to go full, so real estate is a gig where like you don't get, so correct me if I'm wrong, like you don't get a paycheck every week, right?
Nope.
Like you don't get gas money. You ever have a client ask you like, oh, you get gas money from your brokerage or whatever?
Yeah, I've had clients being like, so like,
you get a stipend?
Where's your stipend? Like, what are you making? And I'm just like, when you buy the house or when we sell this house, then yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I've been broke for 3 months at a time. But yeah, so the entrepreneurial spirit I think has a lot to do with it. Where did you get that entrepreneurial spirit from too, man?
My grandfather was his own business owner. He was a machine shop owner for many, many years. He ran his own business. I think it's just when I got my MBA and when I was going through college, I wanted to open up my own business originally. I wanted to either open my own practice for occupational therapy, or I wanted to do something where I was my own boss. Don't get me wrong. I love, working for others and helping a team and all that. I wanted to set my own hours and set, my own goals. When you are working for somebody else, you're working for their goals. So in terms of just trying to motivate myself and always just get to that next level, I knew that entrepreneurship was where I needed to be. I was never just like, oh, I love 9 to 5. I love being either in a cubicle or, hey, working from home. There's so many other possibilities that were always running through my mind. Like I was doing DoorDash on the side to make some extra side money just so that like, hey, we can go do a crazy random trip one weekend if we wanted to. I was making nothing door dashing. I hated it. I was putting miles on my car. I probably got into 2 accidents that like
all to like break even at the end.
All to like break even, and then just to be like, oh my god, I owe taxes actually on this because I made more than $600, and I was just like, wait, what? And so the real estate has always just been like ever since like I said, ever since I was told why are you not doing this, I just jumped right into it. There's no reason to not go full board if you have the possibility to.
What do you and your family like to do together? Like when you have a day off or a weekend or whatever, what do you guys like to do?
So with my daughter just loves being outside. We go to parks, we do playgrounds. She's just now starting to like understand restaurants and being able to sit down, so we'll start doing those things. It's really just like being together. I have a great house with an amazing backyard with my wife hooked it up with a whole gazebo, outdoor TV, so like we can be outside. She can be playing on her jungle gym. I can be watching football. We're very much just home people.
Dude, that's awesome.
We love to just be home, relaxing. Like, yes, we'll do the trips. We'll go. We plan on going to Disney and taking her. Shout out Disney, free under 3.
Oh, really? Yeah, hell yeah.
So we'll do that. We'll do that. But it's really. Family's the biggest thing. It's true. Listen, shout out Disney, sponsor me. Bro, I got you guys.
Bro, I'm to me and my buddy. My buddy mine's like, he's like, oh, do you want to go see the Knicks tomorrow? And he told me he was like, Yeah, there was a Knicks game yesterday, and he's like on StubHub every hour checking to see when the tickets are the cheapest.
Yeah, it's like right before game time or something like that.
He's like, dude, if we get there at 6:30, we stand outside.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right. But yeah, man, no, I get it, dude. That's awesome. What are some challenges? So if there's one bottleneck that you could remove from your business, what would that be?
It's so tough because I love all my clients, but it's
You're right. But this one, if you can get Bob out of here, I'd be amped.
It's weeding out the people that, you know, are just want to poke the stick to see like, hey, what's going on out there. I try to have always an upfront call with somebody to be like, what's your timeline? I don't want to just get to know why you want to buy a house. I want to know what's after you buy a house. I want to make sure that you are never going to be house poor. And I tell my clients all of that, like, hey, yes, this may be your max budget, but I want you to be able to buy toys for your kids. I want you to be able to go on vacation with your families. And some people are just like, I didn't even think about those things when I buy a house. And I'm like, listen, I will be real with you. Like, this is, you know, what your mortgage payments are going to be. This is what your monthlies look like. Like, let's make sure that you are, that you and your family are always taken care of. And a lot of clients value that, but the ones that just want to poke the stick to just be like, hey, I'm a nosy neighbor, I want to go see yada yada. Those won't always be my biggest attention seekers, though, or focus of attention. They're going to be the ones that I, you know, touch base with every once in a while. But that's about it.
Check this out. Ready? Watch this. Hey, honey, you're on the podcast with me and Nick Airey.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Are you driving the kids to school?
No, I'm driving myself to work.
Oh, you are? Okay. All right. I was hoping to get the kids on the podcast. All right. I love you.
Oh man. I love you. Bye.
Bye. Dude, I would not have answered it for just my wife, just so you know. I was hoping to bring. I have a 9-year-old. I live in California, right? So it's 3 hours earlier. It's 6:30 there. Oof. She's a nurse. She's going to school, but I guess she usually brings the kids to school around 7:15. So I wasn't watching the clock. But so when I'm traveling, she'll like call in with the boys in the car, and it's kind of awesome, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's like last night I got into bed. So like they'll go to bed at like. Do whatever, dude. Like last night I had to go to bed early, right? And so like I just didn't get to talk to him or FaceTime or whatever. But yeah, man, no, it's 2 boys is pretty wild. So all right, so I want to dive back into that, man. What you're talking about is extremely important, and so what you're talking about as well is a couple things, right? I think we're talking about standards.
Yes.
That's what I think we're talking about, right?
Absolutely.
And I had dinner with Chris last night, and we were having the same conversation, man, because standards keep everything in check, right? And so it's like Zillow Flex. It's like, dude, you have to be on a 5% conversion rate or on a trajectory of that.
Yeah.
And if you're not, or you don't want to be, or you can't, that's okay. We can sell houses in other ways, but you're just not going to be on that program, right? Or whatever. And so, you know, I think that Nick Airey, you have a standard. It's like, hey, man, this is who I work with. And there's also, dude, there's now someday never business, right? And if we can identify those, right, as now someday nevers, right? And I think that's what you're doing. And what you're saying is you're also saying like, hey, man, I want to there's a way to change the way you say things, like not waste time. Like I used to say, I don't want to waste your time, but if you say, I want to respect your time, right?
Correct.
And you want to respect that person's time because maybe, dude, we're buying Nicole. She just took my realtor in Orange County around like for 55 pluses for her mom.
Gotcha.
We went in escrow on one.
Oh, nice.
Dude, this is real. Yeah. And then, dude, and then we canceled it, right? And we were like, my mother was not ready. And dude, that's what you're talking about, dude. It's like, dude, and bro, through the whole, like personal to me, right? This whole situation, I'm like, I had to give it up to God. I'm like, I'm trying to be the realtor, but I'm too close to it.
Yeah.
My poor buddy Peter, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we're not buying that. But Peter's my boy, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, he's gonna show him some houses. Anyway, I don't get too far into it because I don't want anybody in my family to hear this or hear how I feel. But like, essentially, there are consumers that haven't information gathered, right? Yeah. They don't know the plan. They're not. People say you got to get pre-approved. It's like, let's do a buyer consult, talk about where you're at, and you might be a year out. And because you also, I think, like in our org, right? Like you get consumers through Oz Group.
Yep.
That are like strangers from the internet. They could be ready, they could not be ready, blah, blah, blah. But there is a specific skill when you can identify the ones that are now, right? And that's not selfish, right? Because people would think like, oh, well, you just want to close the people now. No, I want the people that are ready. I want to sort through. If I have 100 people, I want to sort through the 10 that are ready between now and the next 6 months, so I can be purposeful about working with them. The someday people, I want to set them up on like maybe they need to. Maybe if you do blah, blah, blah to your credit, you'll get this interest rate, which will save you $300 a month, right? Yeah. And that's a big difference, right? So we want to get the people that aren't ready on the right path, set them into a timeline. And I think I can't tell you how important it is to do that, because that's leverage for your business.
100%.
And if you understand that, and so Oz Group, right? If you leverage like not putting a sign in the ground, whatever it is that thing provides, leverage all of this, so you don't have to do all this part of the business. You can just concentrate on. There's 3 things, right? Prospecting for business, which could be going to your kid's soccer game, by the way.
Yeah.
Going on appointments and negotiating deals, right? If you're just doing those things, you'll be solid. And dude, I've done it, man. I've spent so much time. And also if you're talking to, you ever hear the phrase, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. And so I've been guilty of that in every aspect of real estate, whether it's purchasing real estate or the real estate team or agent attraction to the company and all that stuff. So yeah, tell me about how you discovered why that's so important, because that's a high business IQ thing. And I just want to say this because I'm passionate about it. I remember, if it's not a money-making activity, you're not working, right? Like working on creating a new logo for your business card, bro, that's not, going to a real estate office and just hanging out all day and leaving, that's not working, man. So can you...
Yeah,
I just said a mouthful there.
No, you're good. To me, it's all about the value prop of kind of what you said. There is nothing wrong with being a tire kicker. It is not meaning that you're going to get any less of my attention. It just means at a different stage, you're going to get a different type of attention. Whether that's, just doing automated emails so that you see where the market's at, whether that's just a phone call every quarter. There's a value prop in everything, and I try to make sure that when I am putting time into my business that I am taking away from my family, that value prop is at 100%. It's not at 90, it's not at 95, it's not at 50, it's at 100% that I'm doing an action that is going to get me some sort of deliverable out of it. And I feel like my clients respect that. And not only do my clients respect it, but my family appreciates it, because I'm able to be more centered with them. And still close business and still be, looking for the next opportunity. So yeah, it's important to me to make sure that even if you're not buying a house 2 weeks, we're not, even a month from now, we're having some sort of touch points, something that is going to be valuable for our next conversation of when you are ready to buy that house. So it's kind of where I see things.
Yeah, that's good, man. Any other bottlenecks in your business where you're like, dude, if this wasn't I also call it removing friction.
Yeah.
Right. So anything else in your business that you'd remove, besides I think you're good at identifying your people.
I am, because I think
congratulations on sticking up for your worth, your value.
You have to, especially in this business with all that's happened with NAR and the standard in New Jersey right now is if you're a buyer's agent, I am seeing just 2% across the board. Mm-hmm. At Oz Group, we on our documents put 3% because we know our value and we always push for 3%.
You do. You put 3%.
Yeah. I as I said,
I wish that was the way at Oz Group.
It's a value prop, and you know your worth because you're having these upfront conversations with these people where you are showing your value from the get-go. Yeah. I have a phone call with somebody. I give them my whole, hey, who I am, how I'm going to help them. If they're interested in a property, the very next thing they get from me is a fact sheet on that house. I want them to know what we're walking into, and that from that very first instance, they see that I am doing above and beyond than just opening a door. Mm-hmm. I had a client the other day say, hey, I just need you to connect me with the listing agent and just open the door so I can see the house. I said, I don't know if we're the best fit then together, and I'm okay if we're not the best fit, and I hope you're okay with that, because I'm not a door opener. There's services out there that are door openers. But but I add value.
Yeah.
Not only by booking the appointment, is a value prop to get you into the house. I'm going to give you that fact sheet. I'm going to let you know if there's offers out on the property even before we step into the door, so that you're fully aware of what's going on. She just wanted a door opener, and we mutually said, this is not going to work. I wish you the best of luck. Should something change and you want a valued partner, come back to me. I'm always here.
Dude, that's awesome. Because what's going to happen there, dude, the person that's not serious is not going to work with you. Dude, that's great. You should train on. We need to harness this.
I can show you the log that what happened. There's a full thing of explaining what the buyer agency agreement was.
Is that your buyer consult?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where'd you learn that? Or did you make it up?
Just
do it.
It's going to sound cocky. It just seems natural.
No,
it seems like what you should be doing.
Yeah, you're a business person, man. That's your entrepreneurship. Dude, it's so funny, man. All right, cool. That's awesome. I want to learn more about that offline. Where do you see your business in the next... So, like, people used to be like 5 years. So much shit is going to change between now and then. So, like, let's say the next, 1 to 3 years. Like, where do you see your business?
This Jersey market is still insane. Everywhere else in the country is having dips.
Insane's like... Can you dive into that?
Yeah, so insane as
Will you explain it like the business IQ professional high level person you are?
So when I say insane, I mean houses are still there. When you have a quality property that is valued in a neighborhood at a competitive price, we are still seeing multiple offers with terms that are more favorable to the sellers. But I tell my clients, you are getting in at a time where this is going to just continue to explode. There's no reason for us to sit on a sideline when 6-9 months from now we're going to say, Nick, I should have bought that house. Why?
So hold on. How do you prove that to your client? Like, do you show them numbers? And you're like,
yeah.
Oh, dude. So for example, if I bought a house for $900,000 in what town are you selling houses?
In Ponte Plains.
Okay, so if I buy a house for $900,000, does that sound about a right?
Yeah.
Was that an accurate purchase price?
Yeah.
So I buy a house for $900,000 in Pompton Lakes. Is that what you said?
Plains, but same
okay.
thing.
Dude, I know Bricktown.
You're good.
River.
Lakes is up here. Plains is here. Wayne's over here. It's all good.
Very. Anyway, I never got up to you fancy North Jersey people, but us South Jersey people are doing all right. But so all right. So if I bought that house 2 years ago, what was the value?
I use my own home. For instance,
Perfect.
I bought before COVID. Everyone, I know I bought before COVID. Lucky me.
Sure.
I paid a certain thing. My house is now worth double.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I borrow some money?
Do
you have my Venmo?
Do you have my Venmo? Do you have mine? Cash App, whatever you need, Zelle.
So you talk about that, right? So you're like, yo, this is just silly, correct?
I bring in real world instance so that they could see. Like, I'm not just walking the walk to be like, hey, you need to be XYZ over and these terms. I'm saying, for the most part, in the real estate trends, we have, for the most part, don't quote me, always gone up.
There's if you Google it, and I'm not promoting any websites or anything, but Redfin has a really good if you just say Redfin values in, I don't know, Morristown, New Jersey, right? It'll show you where they've gone, and they're pretty accurate. And so, so you're saying, dude, just get in, right? Like, everyone's, okay, cool.
Jump in the pool.
So, okay, hold on. So all right. Where's this going? I'm saying, where's your business going in the 1-3 years? I took you off track.
No, you're good.
No, the market's insane. And by the way, can you, whoever's listening to this, where can they send you, where do you work to send you a referral?
So New Jersey.
Agents
I work in New Jersey.
Okay, cool.
I'm
awesome.
New Jersey.
Anything in New Jersey, send it to you. If it's not personally you, you'll get it.
I will find you the best person that is the top in their market.
All right, perfect. So okay. So where's it? So market's crazy, market's insane. Which basically you're saying, if I'm understanding you correctly, that the good stuff. The good stuff. By the way, I just sold 2 not good stuff houses. Took me a minute to sell them, but the good stuff that is priced right is selling fast. And so now, where's that taking your business in the next 1 to 3 years?
I'm hoping to. So I'm projecting myself this year to be at 10-ish or so million, if not more. Thank you. In the next 3 years, I'd love that to be double, triple
Okay.
I love to. There's a big luxury market in New Jersey. I've done pretty well in it so far. I'd love to take my business more there. Yes, it's harder. I'm ready for any type of challenge that faces, because it's just a different type of clientele. It's an exciting clientele too. So I'd love to take my business there. Not saying that I wouldn't take smaller deals or anything along those lines, but that's my goal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. What do you need? Okay, so I asked about bottlenecks. What do you need in your business to go there? Like, what needs to happen for you to double your business in the next 1 to 3 years?
So I'm a big advocate on what I've done with my Zillow Flex program is building relationships that are not just clients, but that have now become friends. That's a lot of referrals to those people, and I've already seen some of that happen so far. The book of business building that Zillow Flex can offer you, if you manage it correctly, is what excites me the most. It's one of the main reasons why I also joined a team. I'm now 33. I was telling Chris this, like, yes, I would love to sit at my desk and farm 24/7, 365 if I could. But being able to have this type of advantage where Zillow Flex comes in and then those clients now trust me with their friends, family, is how I build a book of business, and it's been very beneficial to me so far.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I think, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Building a book of business. By the way, so I've done a lot of work on myself.
Yeah.
Part of that is like thinking before I talk.
No, I need to start doing that because sometimes it just spits right out.
So
but
everyone, especially in New Jersey, dude, everyone's just used to like, we get so uncomfortable with silence in our society. And by the way, I came from a place, I reacted to everything. I said it got me in a lot of trouble, man. I said the first thing that came into my mind.
Yeah.
And so I pause, and then I'll be like, and people get super uncomfortable.
No,
and I'll be like, hey, I'm just thinking real quick. And I'll say it, and people get, not you, people just be like, what? And I'll be like, hey, if you get to know me really, really well, I'm going to pause sometimes because I really want to be purposeful about what I'm going to say to you.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, so you're correct, by the way. And so, how do you do that, right? So you're right. You are going to double your business.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as houses, right? So if you just like buy the house, if you just do the business, if you do a good job, and then you stay in relationship, right? I think what like I just hear realtors say constantly, they're like, oh, and dude, I do it too, dude, because I came from that school, right? They'll say like, oh, you got to reach out to your past clients. First of all, stop calling them past clients. Like, just call them clients, right? Like, these are your people.
Yeah.
And so how do you, man, like, dude, we've had, like, I don't know, like, especially Zillow Flex, right?
Mm-hmm.
The easiest way to kill yourself as a realtor is to join a team that has Zillow Flex and just be a transaction taker. And that's it, right? Like, and don't build a business. Don't love on your people. Don't get in a relationship. Like, you'll die. Like, I've seen it, man. I've produced plenty of them personally, you know, and they're just in and out of the business. You know, they'll do like 12 whatever deals, and then they don't. I think what happens is once you like love on those people and you get a referral and you get another one, you see it building. Like I say, these deals have babies, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that, man? Like, how do you establish probably, I'm sure a lot of this is your natural behavior. I'm sure a lot of it is not. It's just organic behavior that you do, right? So yeah, how do you get in a relationship with these folks to the point where like, oh yeah, man, oh, okay. So what you really want is like, if you're a client of mine, I want to be in a relationship with you to the point where like when you're at school, church, work, soccer game, whatever, someone says to me like, oh yeah, we're thinking about selling our house. Their brain goes like, holy shit, I have to advocate for Nick, right? So, and then by the way, and then what I'm sure this is what happens. There's probably a 3-way text. Hey Nick, it's Mary. I copied Bob on this. We saw him at the soccer game. He's thinking about selling 123 Banana Street in Pompton Lakes. Can you guys connect?
Yeah.
How do you take it from that to that?
It's first about acknowledging the client that you previously worked with and thanking them and being like, I promise that this referral or whoever you've given me is going to be just as good hands that you were, and you're always making sure that you're keeping that connection because this is probably 1, 2, 3 that's going to come from them in the next 5 years. It's then taking that new relationship and it's immediately diving into them, not just being like, what's your home search? Like, tell me what you're looking for, bed, bath. Tell me about yourself. Tell me why you're thinking about moving as a realtor. like moving sucks, and we're realtors, and we're telling people, hey, go spend XYZ
Yeah,
dollars, but moving sucks. Like you're gonna packing up your life to go move. And I'm telling you this. Tell me more about what's the goal of this. Like, tell me a little bit about yourself, your family, and people really have seemed to like that. That I'm not just transactional. I don't just care about what money's coming in my pocket or what house you want or what you want to go look at. That I try to dive in more on a personal level. And dealing on that personal level, I tell them about myself, what I do, my family, and I try to just bring my real life into their home buying. And it's created so many more friends and relationships that are just being like, hey, I'll get a text at 8:30 at night, or being like, hey, I know your daughter might like this, and get those type of texts. That's what I've seen my business grow into by having just not being a transactional person, by being a real person.
A relationship person.
The
script that I use for that conversation is moving is a really big deal. What has you thinking about making a move?
That I love that we have that. When we say that, though, we sound like robots. So I always say, like, hey, I know moving sucks. What can I do to make this as smooth as possible for you? What do you need from me?
That's awesome.
And what can I do to help you? Because you never want to sound off like a robot to somebody, because they're just like, oh, I'll go to Bob Dylan down the street and use them instead of somebody who asked me about me.
I don't say it exactly. I'll be like,
I know you
I'll be like, no cap.
Yeah.
You know,
skibbity dibbity,
bet.
whatever, all those things.
I bet, no cap.
Yeah. That's how they do it in California. True.
Hey Ming, is 10-10? Okay, cool. 10's good. Okay. I'm gonna shift gears.
Yeah.
So but I don't want to shift gears. So in order to grow your business, you just got to you got to stay in front of your database and continue to grow your database. Is that a correct answer?
That's, to me, growing your database, building those personal relationships, and then, taking risk. Like, I am not the person that's going to sit on the sideline. I will take a risk. I will go take a $5 million lead in an area that I don't know and know everything before I get there.
Fuck yeah. By the way, I don't think that's taking a risk for you, because I think you're going to
But some people...
Maybe getting uncomfortable. Maybe getting... does that make sense? Is that kind of what you're...
Some people will see that dollar amount and be like, I don't know what to do
okay,
here.
cool. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll
Failing
be like,
forward. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Trying new things, right? I don't think that's risky for you, because I think you'll nail it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a risk. I think that's an opportunity, but I understand what you're saying. So, what famous person have you met in your life?
A lot of athletes.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of athletes.
I thought you were gonna be like Kunal.
No, I saw you.
A lot of athletes. Tell me about. All right, cool. Now,
I like Martin Brodeur of the New Jersey Devils, Jamie Langenberner, former Devil. Who else? I'm trying to think.
Yo, by the way, Jersey Devils is like the coolest. That's the coolest name in any like athletic thing to do. Correct?
Yeah.
I told someone, I'm like, dude, there's like a Jersey Devil, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, is the hockey team named after that? And I'm like, yeah, dude, we're not called the Lakers. You know what I mean, right?
A bunch of athletes, I think, for the most part.
Islanders, dude, that's a stupid name.
Oh, they got the island and something.
Yeah, dumb, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a Jersey Devil where a lady had like 13 kids.
Something
and then
down
they
south,
named a hockey team after the 13th kid.
Yeah.
How'd you meet all these sports people?
Just I played sports growing up. Friends of friends that they lived in the town. I met Martin Brodeur because I was sleigh riding.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
They like live by you?
When I used to live in North Caldwell when I was younger, they would live in that area because the facilities and everything.
Oh, I get it. Proximity.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh my God.
So we're in the bar, we have a couple drinks.
I mean,
gun to your head,
it's like it's Backstreet Boys something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do I look like a Backstreet Boy guy?
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
A little sexy.
Yeah, I take that. I don't know, something either that or country. I get a lot on Luke Combs, so I'll do a Luke Combs. I'll go to a country concert. People will say, "You're Luke Combs' brother." I'll say, "Yeah, absolutely. You want to go meet him?" And then I'll run away. So that. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. We'll take a picture and then
All right. Speaking of, By the way, I had a friend, dude, my first buyer agent. His name was Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. His nickname was Chuck Chiba.
Okay.
And he looked like B-Real from Cypress Hill. And he may or may not have sold drugs. With the last name Chiba, you could have probably figured that out.
Yeah,
right?
that's
early ages of real estate. We weren't just selling real estate, Nick, but we can get into that a whole nother time, right?
another episode.
What? So, what was your first? What was your first concert that you ever went to?
My first concert, my wife took me to Jay-Z. Yep, at the Prudential Center. We were like 16, 17 maybe-ish.
Tell people where's the Prudential Center located?
Well,
and does it still exist?
So no, not anymore. It's been the Rock. It's been a bunch of other things where the Devils used to play. I think there's a mall there now, like Mall of America or Dream Mall or something along those lines.
Yeah, how old were you?
It's like 17.
Dude, so what album was that on? Do you remember?
God knows.
17 years?
I'm 33 now.
It's like 15 years ago. Sorry, I'm like
no, you're good.
I'm
I mean,
a nerd with this
it was my first concert, and I loved Jay-Z at the time.
That's insane.
And
that's like the best answer.
Yeah, it was like, we're gonna go to a Jay-Z concert, and I was like, okay, awesome.
Do you remember who opened for him? Was there anyone else that played?
God, I couldn't even remember.
You're like, I don't care, dude.
There was like, so much smoke and clouds in the sky. Probably was my first contact, and I was like, there's no way.
Dude, that's cool. All right, dude, that's a good answer, man. I think that might be so. Someone asked me like the other day, they're like, "What's your favorite type of music?" And I was like, "90s hip hop, just like hip hop music, and especially from New York, right?" Dude, that's cool, man. Where's your favorite? Do you guys travel much? Is there a place you guys like to go?
Yeah, I mean,
is there a place that you've been that you love?
We've been to Aruba, Turks and Caicos. Nice. Like, love the islands. We are beach people. There's nothing like the Jersey Shore though. We go down to Wildwood usually every year. But yeah, I mean, love to travel more. We've been to Iceland, Ireland, London.
Really?
Yeah. Iceland was unreal. Like,
is it unreal?
If you have a chance to go before the volcano erupts or something.
Is that place going bye-bye?
It's not going bye-bye, but
it's like the Maldives, right? Like it's Maldives. Like, dude, what was the best part of Iceland?
It was seeing the landscape. I'm a huge landscape, like all that. I'm Irish, so seeing Ireland and all the greenery.
90% Irish, dude.
Yeah.
Represent.
Seeing all the greenery. But Iceland was like, there's mountains, there's black sands, there's beaches. It's cold. You go to see volcanoes. It's insane. You see the northern lights.
What are the people like?
The friendliest thing ever.
Yeah, they're like nice people.
So
right?
nice.
Are they like aliens? Like, why are you like this?
No, they're just like, come tourists, like, why it's still here and pristine, like, come look at it. And it was amazing. Their food is great. Like, they're all
they're
people.
not like people from New Jersey, right?
No, I mean,
dude, the name of the street we're on right here is called Reckless, dude. That's how we bring it in New Jersey. You know what I mean?
That's how we are.
Dude, I turned left on Reckless Place, and I just wanted to like fight someone. I felt like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like someone was talking shit about my mom, and I had to like get down with it. So Iceland. So, okay, you mentioned a few beautiful places. I couldn't imagine anywhere being more beautiful than Wildwood, New Jersey. But is Iceland a little bit nicer?
Iceland was nicer. Wildwood is nice because we have my wife's family is like a family of 5,000, which is great for a referral business as well. But we, about 30 of us or 20 of us, it all depends, go down for like a week. We stay at the same resort that her grandma stayed 50 years ago. So it's like,
dude, the Maurice Pier water park, dude, is that this shit?
I took my daughter there this
right?
year because she understood, and it was just like,
it was the best day of your life, right?
Lights, yeah, it was insane.
Like the boardwalk, I was there this summer too. The boardwalk can get a little sketchy, I feel like.
It used to be, but not anymore. Now it's nice, clean, and all that stuff. I mean, it's always a good time.
I have the best memories from Maurice Pier Water Park, dude. It's like I want to go there like right now. Like if you go to Great Adventure, Six Flags, or whatever, you go to a water park, it's not the same thing, man. I don't know. But yeah, my dad owned a bike shop in Sea Isle City, and my uncle owned a bike shop in Avalon. So I spent a lot of time. We'd always go to Wildwood and like watch the tram car situation.
Tram car, please. Yep. The seagull taking your food.
Milo loves the frog bog.
Okay.
Where you hit the frogs. It's like his thing, man.
Nice.
Like dude, yeah, $800 to get like a snake that's like this long.
5 cents that cost them. Yeah, but listen,
that's
then their eyes light up, and then it was all worth it. So,
dude, I woke up the other day, dude. it's the gift that keeps on giving because we're walking through the airport and he has the snake like tied around him, you know.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other morning he woke up and he's got his snake, this like snake that's so wild. He's got this wild snake. Cool, man. Damn. So you guys are doing a lot of traveling. Yeah, the Iceland thing perked up. Ireland. You've been to Ireland?
Been to Ireland, but did Ireland and London same time.
Did you go outside of Dublin?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We did Cork.
Yeah,
We did like one
yeah.
of those like tours that literally took you all around.
The cliffs, more, all that stuff,
All that,
right?
yeah.
Did you go to Dingle?
No,
That place is the shit.
it sounds like a crazy name,
It's
but
the so the Dingle. There's this Dingle Peninsula that's just like It looks kind of like Jersey, dude. Like swamps and
Sure,
marsh
okay.
and whatever, and like a lot of history there. It's just it's if you've been around, if you went on one of those tours, it's really really beautiful. But
yeah,
I've been to Ireland like 3 times. I'll say this: when my wife's cousin is a pilot, and
Nice.
he when Nikki moved to New Jersey, he got moved from LA to Newark, and I became his like travel companion before we had kids.
Yeah.
And, like, Nikki was in nursing school, so
Sure.
for like 10 years, him and I had an employee login for
Oh
United.
man, that's
So like I could
incredible.
see the loads,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I could
yeah.
see like if I wanted to go to like Ireland tonight, I could like log in and be like, dude, there's 50 seats on this flight, so I could predict, and I would just I would just take the train. To the
That's
airport
great.
and
That's
just
awesome.
go.
That's awesome.
And I would just fly. It was like so for like 10 years, I just like. And I didn't marry the woman who was like, what time will you be home tonight?
Sure.
I married the one who
Yeah,
was like, get out of here.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
annoying.
please.
And so I would just like, it made it very, very easy to travel. Dude, any questions I didn't ask you that I should have asked you?
No, this has been great. Thank you for having me.
Thanks,
I'd love
man.
to come back because I could do like 5 hours.
We'll do another one. I've been doing them on the Riverside platform too.
Yeah.
Like, which is, you've seen it, I'm
Yeah.
sure, right? It's like super.
Yeah.
Like if there's somebody in Atlanta that I want to talk to for like an hour, I'll just like hop on there.
100%.
Dude, yeah, thanks. This was really fun. Like I said, the more I learn about you, the more I learn about me, man. And this is awesome. And I just want to say thanks, dude. You've been like just a core member of this thing,
Appreciate it.
and you have integrity, and you're not wavering on your goals. And I know the conversations that you have with Chris. We talked a lot about you last night, and yeah, the thing, like it came up, the thing about the standards and finding the people and focusing on the people that like the now people, which actually are the people that are going to respect your time. And yeah, I just wanted to say thanks, man, because you give me energy and you inspire me.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you and Chris have been above and beyond what I could ever ask for. It's not just like, oh, your team leads Joe Oz and Chris and is your product manager and everything. You guys actually, you make it a fact to learn your agents, and you not just that we're transactional people. Like you and I have had many conversations and texts, and same with Chris, just about bullshit. And that's the relationship that I've valued the most, because it's not just, you don't care about what my numbers are. Yes, they're important, but you care about like what I'm doing. Like, hey, how's the family? That's, I can't appreciate you guys enough.
Hell yeah, you have beautiful blue eyes. Do you know that?
Thanks. That's what I've been told.
All right, dude.
Appreciate it.
All right, Ming. Wrap it up.
Well done, guys.
Appreciate it.
Well done.